Rishi Sunak has no right to be our Prime Minister, quite frankly. That's how I feel. Well, 354 people, MPs, in the Commons, they voted yes. They passed the Privileged Committee inquiry report. But where was Rishi Sunak? He abstained. Now, that tells me that he's got zero integrity, zero professionalism, zero accountability, and we're judging you on your actions, Rishi Sunak, but in this case, lack of. Well, where was he? Was he hiding in that proverbial fridge? He borrowed one off Alexander Boris Johnson, who criticised it as, well, a kangaroo court. Well, so did actually Bob Seeley, but then Bob Seeley, the MP for the Isle of Wight, he denied it. But there's recordings of him saying it's a kangaroo court. And there he was with his kangaroo on his on his tie. These people. Well, maybe Rishi Sunak was looking for his long-lost giant boots. Hashtag stop the boots. Well, apparently, according to him, he was at a charity dinner. And he was asked, about whether or not he was going to be at the vote. He just said it wasn't in the diary. Well, quite frankly, if the Prime Minister tries to avoid, and that's exactly what he's done, avoided parliamentary process, well then quite frankly he's got no right to be our Prime Minister. The buck stops with him, quite frankly. But what does he think he's going to gain out of this? Not even showing his face. What is? Does he honestly think it's going to weather well? At the next general election? I don't think it will. I think it's going to be, remembered as such as his failure, his cowardness. Just like Alexander Boris Johnson resigning earlier. About last week or the week before. Anyway, he resigned, didn't he? Over this report by Harriet Harman. Well, I think people are going to look at this and say to themselves, well, you're endorsing the lies that came out of Boris Johnson's mouth by not voting with this report, passing it through the Commons. But it passed anyway. It's got a majority vote of 354 votes. So what is he going to get out of this? He's done for really for the moment. He's too busy writing his comments about his problems with weight and what have you. Yeah, I'm fat, but I don't write about it. I suppose you can. Maybe that's why we keep seeing video footage of him running around the block. Maybe there's in preparation for his new Daily Mail column. Maybe. Quite frankly, I'd like to see him ban footage being shown on mainstream television, news outlets, or even on Twitter of Alexander Boris Johnson running around the block. What hell's all that about anyway? He seems to get out of the car with a security detail, run around the block once. No, he didn't even run around the block. He goes 100 yards. He don't even do that. He does about 10 yards and he ends up disappearing in the door. What's that all about? Strange individual that he is. But he's all right, Jack, isn't he? He's now got, 3.5 or was it 8.5 million, whatever it was. It's his mansion. And I wonder who paid for that. Maybe he's been paid now for the bungs, for preferential treatment he's given certain individuals. He wants to be paid. Well, but Sunak not turning up to this, this vote for the Privileged Committee report. Now, if he thinks that's going to do him good, who's he think it's going to do good with? It's not going to be with the electorate. No. It's just, well, I don't know, but maybe it's psychology of delusion, psychonomy, or something like that. I don't know. You tell me, leave in the comments down below. Or is it, well, a conscious bias? I don't know. Now, he was asked by Beth Rigby a while back, and she asked him, "You've never had to lose, have you?" So he doesn't know how to lose. He doesn't know how to behave. He's not going to win people over like this. No. Well, the Conservative Party, in my mind, are done for. I think they're going to be having a very long holiday. That I do. There's some people I speak to, they say to me, "Oh, don't underestimate the Tories. They always pull a hat out of the bag. They are the most successful Tory political party." Well, they were. But they had different people in the party. They had people with, you don't have to like their politics. I don't. But you had people like Ken Clarke, Michael Heseltine, and, well, okay, I don't like their voting record and stuff, but at least they had some integrity. I've said it before, because even Margaret Thatcher had some integrity. She was a witch, but she had some integrity. She knew what she wanted to achieve, and she tried to achieve it. Buggered everybody up, obviously, but, I talk about integrity. It does make you wonder, doesn't it? Now, out of those 354 votes, 118 Tories actually voted yes to pass this bill. Not bill, keep calling it bill. Pass this report. This Privileges Committee report, the findings of, by Harriet Harman, yeah. And it's, okay, so 118, maybe they got a little bit, how to put it, a little tiny inkling of, decency about them. A little bit of honour, maybe, I don't know. I might be pushing it out a little bit farther, but, Well, 27 of those were actually ministers, and 9 of them were actually in the cabinet. But the only one who turned up was Penny Mordaunt. Mordaunt, splash. We've seen her in a bathing costume, haven't we? Diving off a diving board, making a whopping great belly flop. That was funny. Well, anyway, a sight to behold it was, but fair dues to her, And also, do you know what? She should have been on that honours list, quite frankly. Didn't you see her with that sword? At the coronation of Prince Charles III, with his sausage fingers, who loves to give his wife, the Order of the Thistle, the highest Scottish order. Work that one out. Well, she was there, Penny Mordaunt, and she pretty much, how to put it, a bit scathing, you could say, at Boris Johnson. Well, she said that Boris Johnson undermined democracy. Most definitely. She also said that he debased the honours system. Oh my giddy aunt, hadn't he just? All his buddies he keep putting into the House of Lords. And what his latest lot? Oh my God, he had a 29-year-old woman. And an assistant to Boris Johnson. And a person who walks his dog doesn't even pick up Dylan's dog shit. No. And then his hairdresser. Oh my giddy aunt, should go to prison for that. He doesn't have a hairdresser, does he? Really? Kind of what he does? No? Makes you wonder what they really have done for Boris, doesn't it? Oh, hey, maybe. Well, then you got Jacob Rees-Mogg, who was taken down, he was, by Harriet Harman. Was it Harmer? Anyway, I'll get the worms out in a minute. That was a mic drop moment, that was. Made him look like a right fool. With his plum stuck in his mouth. Oh, did he put that voice on? I think he probably does. Well. No, they all clapped Rishi Sunak just over a week ago. Because he said something, well, that's tough, he said. Yeah, he got all tough over something that Boris Johnson wanted Rishi Sunak to do. To push through the people on that honours list, such as Nadine Dorries and stuff like that. And he said, no. I said, no. And I said, it's tough. Because it wouldn't be right. That's what he said, pretty much. And everyone clapped. Like a seal. Like he made, a major speech. And everybody was feeling his honesty, his integrity, his professionalism, his accountability. But he's got zero integrity, zero professionalism, and zero accountability. I know what he'll do. He'll make another promotional video, maybe with Gary Glitter as a backing track or something, Do you want to be in my game, or something like that. You never know. Been there, done that. I wonder who you'll choose instead. Oh, he's like, Jim will fix it or something. I don't know, maybe. Well, there's nothing tough about Rishi Sunak. He's limp. And quite frankly, he's a damn squib, quite frankly. And not turning up, it just makes a whole mockery of everything that's been going on. You had Theresa May making her speech, saying why it was important to vote this bill, he said bill, these findings by the Privileges Committee about Boris Johnson lying, breaking parliamentary process and all that, procedure or parliamentary rule. I'm winging this, so you can probably tell. And her speech was actually very, very good. She was right. Yes, somebody did a video about it yesterday, which I uploaded this morning, and walked with the missus and what have you. And someone left in the comments, because I do read the comments, but you probably already know, so leave a comment. And don't forget that Theresa May, created the hostile environment. She did. Let's not get away from that. So, we could, draw over the coals for that one. But we could also draw over the coals for pushing through, the Article 50. But Sunak is the Prime Minister. She's not. No. She's just like any other Tory MP. But at least she turned up, at least she had some, what felt like honesty. And she explained why it was very important that this, Privilege Committee report is voted through. How important it was to do so. Because, like she said, it's about our relationships, as in the MP's relationship with Joe Bloggs, like you and I, How can we trust the MPs if they are not voting for something that's clearly a very good report, but also it was, it was true. Boris Johnson lied, and he lied to, not just in Parliament, again and again and again. He lied to the British people again and again and again. And it's debases all respect. And I suppose what happened, the other thing you've got to think about is what happens in the future. Let's say there's another pandemic. No one's going to listen. They're going to say, sod you. You told us all this stuff last time, and we now know all that stuff that came out of your mouth was a lie. And now you want us to follow your rules, which you can't follow yourself. Hence the Partygate. And everyone's seen the video now. It's going everywhere. It's gone viral. Of them dancing, spinning around. That poor woman been spun around like that. She was, yeah. And then he falls into the table. All that kind of thing with a dodgy jumper on and the geezer who's now in the... he got his peerage or whatever it was. Anyway, in the honours with the braces. I can't remember his name now. Bob someone. Anyway. Oh, dear me. And these people are running the country. You could say ruining the country, but they've already done that. The country's buggered. Unfortunately. Quite sad to see, to be honest. I know I live in France and that, but I do have family in the UK, and I have people I care about. I also care about you guys and girls, as long as you're not right-wing fascists, But I don't want people to, suffer. Of course, I don't. That's just It's just evil. I'm not Suella Braverman. No. So I do have skin in the game. Even though I am in France, all those who say, why do you care? Because you live in France. Keep your nose out. You're in France. Oh, you're a traitor and all that crap. Crikey, I do get them. And that brings me on to the comments, because I do actually read the comments, as you probably already know. If I start getting all this again, I am going to have to, well, put people in their own little bubble. They can comment the way they like, but no one will see them. I can hide the comments. I've got to a point now, because what's happening is these the sort of people leaving those sort of comments are spamming the comments, and it's just, I can't be bothered with it now. I just got to a point where I was going to hide you. So I ain't got to bother with you then in the future. You think, they might cotton on eventually, but they'll be commenting away, and they'll be in their little bubble. Yeah, no one will see their comment, but they'll be commenting away. That'll teach them buggers. But anyway, I would like to know how you feel about this. I'm more irritated the fact that Rishi Sunak didn't even turn up, even if he abstained. And more the fact he didn't actually bother. They didn't bother to turn up with something that's this important, because we're talking about sovereignty. The one thing really that they all went on about regarding, well, Brexit and that, get our sovereignty back, but then they don't actually, they don't behave sovereign or whatever. They don't no. They disrespect it. They disrespect Parliament by not turning up, because this is, well, behaviour by Alexander Boris Johnson was a direct attack on the British people and Parliament, quite frankly. And for him to say he didn't know he was lying, oh my giddy aunt. Whatever next? Anyway, as you can probably tell, I'm not outside. And the reason for that is it's pouring down with rain. So I thought I'd come in here and do a video. Anyway, we've got a little microphone, so Caroline's going to have hers as well when we go for a walk later, if it's not raining, it is. And I hope the audio is okay, because it's not processed or anything. I'm not doing anything with it, so it's just going to be uploaded as it is. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching my little video and my little rant. But please comment down below, because I keep telling you, I do actually read the comments. But if it's just going to be a nasty piece of work, don't bother, quite frankly, because I'll just hide you. Got to that point now, I'm just fed up with it. Sorry. If you've got a reasonable argument and you're on the right of politics, I don't mind. That's fine, absolutely fine. But you start being nasty and leaving comments that make no sense whatsoever, not even related to the actual video itself, and you just sort of go on about I don't know, my wife's pronunciation of French words and stuff like that. Well, then you can sod off, quite frankly. My wife is deaf. She's got hearing aids. So sod you. Back her off. Yeah. If it's aimed at me, I'm not so worried, but, I'm going to start taking the piss out of my missus. No, anyway, there's people for you, I suppose. Idiots. So, please hit the like button and maybe subscribe to the channel and that little bell icon, because then you get one positive feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video, so you can comment on that one as well. Maybe. And if you want to support the channel, you can do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the links are down below, and it is very much appreciated, because we can't do this channel without it. Like, for instance, I just had to spend loads of money on these flipping things, little radio mic. I've got to do your one because of Caroline, and without your support and help, there's no way I can improve the channel. Just can't. It's like the live stuff and what have you. It's just like there's equipment. It's not free. It'd be very nice for me to be able to do everything free if I had loads of money, but I haven't. So, the support is very much appreciated. It really, really is. It allows us to carry on. Simple as that. I have to. I absolutely hate asking people. I really do. I know. I actually find it embarrassing. But we're not in the financial position to do it without us. So those of you who support the channel, oh my giddy aunt, I love you all, dearly love you all, and really do appreciate it. And some individuals have been so generous, it's unreal. And the thing is, it all helps, It just keeps the wolf from the door. So it's quite good, really. Oh my dear missus, talk my dear missus. Oh, I've been speaking about her. Oh, I brought her up. Oh, but I can't. Oh, in bad. Oh, if I knew you were coming in, I'd have run out there and put your new radio mic on you.
Oh, okay.
Right, you darling. Anyway, we'll come to the end of the video. So I'd like to say thank you very much, and I think it's time for me to go. Yeah. Ta-ta. Oh, do you know what? The only thing with this is I need a remote for the, yeah. Anyway, you got to see me coming close to the camera. Oh,